Today we're going to learn about significant figures. So let's begin. So to begin with, I want you to consider the number 23,406.8. And I want to write that number down in scientific notation. Now to do that, I need to move the decimal place between the first non-digit 0, which is 2, and the next digit. And then I need to work out how many times the decimal place moved, which in this case was 4 times to the left. So when we record that in scientific notation, this is equal to 2.34068 times 10 to the power of 4. Now because this is a large number, the power is going to be positive. But now I want to record this same number but only to 2 significant figures. So what does that mean? Well, significant figures follow a set of rules. The first significant figure is the first non-zero digit in our number. In this case, the first non-zero digit is the 2. So we record the first significant figure down. But then, after the first significant figure, every remaining digit becomes significant. So in this case, the 3, the 4, the 0, the 6 and the 8 are all significant figures. So in order to record this to 2 significant figures, I need to round my number to the second significant figure. In order to do that, I have to look at the third significant figure and see if it's 5 or bigger. In this case, it's a 4, so my second significant figure of 3 remains the same. So it's 2.3 times 10 to the power of 4. When I record to 3 significant figures, I record my first significant figure down of 2, my second significant figure of 3, and then I look at my third significant figure, which is a 4. And this time I have to round that third significant figure. So I look at the fourth significant figure, which is a 0, so the third will remain the same. So it's 2.34 times 10 to the power of 4. When we look at 4 significant figures, the first significant figure is the 2, the second significant figure is the 3, the third significant figure is the 4, but our fourth significant figure is that 0. Now we have to round to the fourth significant figure. To do that, I've got to look at the next digit, which in this case is a 6, which means I've got to round that 0 up to 1. So the 4 significant figures is 2.341 times 10 to the power of 4. So that's how we round for significant figures with large numbers. But how about small numbers? Well, let's take a look. What if I've got the decimal 0.006072 and I want to record it to 1 significant figure? Now our first significant figure is the first non-zero digit in our number. In this case, this 0 isn't significant, this 0 isn't significant, this 0 isn't significant, so our first significant figure is the first non-zero digit in our number, which is 6. So to record this number to 1 significant figure, I need to round my number to the first significant figure. So that's going to be 0.00. I have a look at the digit after the first significant figure, which is a 0. So the 6 remains the same. So to 1 significant figure, it is 0.006. But what about 2 significant figures? Well, the first significant figure is the first non-zero digit, but all digits remaining afterwards are significant. So our second significant figure is this 0 here. So when we record this is going to be 0.006 is our first significant figure, but now we need to round it to the second significant figure. To do that, I need to look at the next digit, which is a 7, so it's 5 or greater, so that 0 will become a 1. And I've now rounded it to 2 significant figures. How about 3 significant figures? Well, that's going to be equal to 0.00. Our first significant figure is the 6. Our second significant figure is the 0, and we've got to include that this time. But our third significant figure is where we're rounding. So our third significant figure is a 7, but we've got to look at the next digit, which is a 2. It's less than 4, so the 7 remains the same. and we've now rounded this to 3 significant figures. So let's summarise what we've found so far. The rules for writing significant figures are, number 1, the first non-zero digit is the first significant figure. Then number 2, all digits after the first significant figure are significant, including zeros. For example, the number 2.34678 has 6 significant figures because the first non-zero digit was the 2, so all digits in that are significant. With the second example of 10,203, the first non-zero digit was the 1, so that became significant, and then all other digits, including zeros, are significant, so it has 5 significant figures. In the third example of 0.030, the first non-zero digit was the 3, so the 2 zeros before that are not significant. However, the 0 after the 3 is after the first significant figure, so it has to be significant. Therefore, 0.030 has 2 significant figures. So now I'd like for you to have a go. I've got a series of numbers in front of me that I would like you to record to 2 significant figures and to 3 significant figures. There's a couple of challenge questions here that you might need to put to scientific notation first.